I'm going crazy. 무뎌져.
What happened? Why, and you were thinking right. Taeyang is Ara's father. Your eyes widened. You were not too shocked because somewhere you were expecting it, but you didn't expect it from Takashi. Why did she hide this from me? Doesn't she believe in me? Or am I not a good friend? You started panicking that somewhere it's your fault that she didn't share such a big thing with you. Tears fall from your eyes. Jungkook's heart broke seeing you like this. He hugged you tightly. He knows how difficult it is for you to trust someone in your life, and how can he not? He is the main part of it, but now he also knows that you are feeling what he felt years ago. Not only one but two people. Those two people who were with you in your hard time. When someone you love by heart and they don't share their life's biggest secret with you by lying, it hurts really bad. Don't cry, love, please. Tomorrow we will talk to Takashi and Taeyang together, and we will see why they are doing it and why they hide this from us. While nodded, Jungkook smiled at her and wiped her tears away. You look so ugly when you cry, he said, nodding while looking at you. You slapped his bicep. Shut up. No, I'm not joking. Okay, look. He opened his phone as he looked at his every action carefully. He then opened his gallery folder and selected a picture and showed it on your face. He controlled himself from bursting into laughter. Look at your school time pic when you were crying because your skirt was ripped by sticking in a hook and your nose was running too. I gave you the tissue. Your eyes wouldn't seeing your ugly photo, and Jungkook lost his control and started to laugh, throwing his whole body on the couch. You look so funny. Jungkook deleted this ugly picture when you took it. You climbed on his tummy while he was lying on the couch on his back. You tried to snatch the phone away from his hand. Give me that shit, I'm gonna delete it. But he played with you by not handing you the phone. You leaned in more to snatch it. Let's see if you can have it. And I will have it. You didn't realize when you fully leaned over him that he snaked his one arm around your waist so he didn't lose balance and fall down. Okay, wait, I'll delete it, but... You stopped and faced him in the same position, but what? You have to give me 3 price to delete it. You raised your eyebrow. And what if I don't? Tilting your head, you asked, but he smirked. Then I will leak it in your staff group. Don't you dare to tune Jungkook, otherwise what? He gave you a challenging look. Otherwise I will. You smirked and slowly raised your knee up. His eyes widened. No, honey love, this is our future. You can't treat it like this. But you made an innocent face and asked, oh, like how? He raised his phone in front of you. If 1 pic is equal to 3, then how much 1098 pics will be equal to? Now you gasp. You have 1098 pics of me? He shook his head. No, only one folder with only ugly pics name folder, and other folders are of different names. What the duck, Jun? How many pics do you have of me? No, that's not important. Then what's important? He came close to your ear and you leaned more to hear him clearly. Then what will be the price for it? You dirty-minded. You started to punch his chest and he was laughing and stopping you. Okay, stop. Not until you delete all that shit. I like that you're and his nightmare laughing and teasing each other. You both also saw the past picture of your school time together. It was such a refreshing moment. And then falling asleep like you haven't slept for days in the arms of a person you love most. And it's also healthy for your relationship. Sometimes spending time with only each other, not caring and thinking of world issues. And that whole working routine feels so good and mesmerizing. Next day, your heel noise was annoying to someone. But you are whole nervous and walking in the office, biting your nails, waiting for someone. What did you eat for breakfast? He asked with an annoying look that doesn't bother you at all. Just omelette and coffee? Oh, I thought you ate a rabbit, or should I say? You glared at him that made the poor man shut his mouth in a zip-closed gesture. Just then Jungkook entered the office and you walked to him. Is he coming? Jungkook nodded. I told him there is work and I need his help, so he will be here soon. Great, Takashi will be here soon too. Your face was showing all worries and nervousness. Jungkook held your hand in his and put his finger under your chin. What do I tell you this morning? You looked down and took a deep breath. That I'll be confident? His funny smile appeared on his lips and pecked your lips. Correct. Yeah, how can you do this? Jiggly romance in front of innocent single man. Innocent single? Jimin rolled his eyes and you both laughed at him. Meanwhile, Takashi was walking toward Jung's office, but then someone called her from behind. Takashi. She stopped and gulped, turning to face him. She put a fake smile on her face. Oh, Mr. Kim, good afternoon. She bowed to him respectfully, but Tang hugged her and took her off guard. What did I tell you last time we met? He broke the hug and asked her with his boxy smile. You that I should call you Tang and by any nickname? He nodded in response. Then why did you call me Mr. Tang? He pouted, making Takashi chuckle. Oh, where is Ara? He asked, looking around, but Takashi's smile dropped. He is with Thoba. She must have enjoyed his company. Somewhere he was jealous of why Ara was happy with another person than him, but he shrugged the feelings. We should go, they must be waiting. Yeah, sure. In office, you and Jungkook already saw Taeyang and Takashi talking together. You don't have any problem with their relationship, but the only thing that is worrying you, why both of them hide this all from you. Just then the office door opened and both of them entered. When you need something, what happened? Jungkook, why did you call me in an emergency? Same here, this couple is not telling me too. What's going on? He sighed while sitting on the table. You made a serious face, and the same goes for Jungkook, Takashi and Taeyang. It's related to both of you. Both of them looked at each other, then at Vayan. Like what? Jungkook stood beside Vayan with his hand on Taeyang's pocket. Ara. As he took Ara's name, Takashi's eyes widened as she gulped. What about Ara? Years ago, when I asked Takashi who was Ara's father, she didn't tell me. She told me she doesn't remember who he was. When I looked at Takashi, and she can already see guilt forming inside her, but she lied that she doesn't remember. She did, and she knew from the start who that person was, right, Takashi? Tears were already dripping from her eyes, and you can't see her like this, so you walked to her and held her hands. Takashi, you were my bestie, and you will be. More than anyone, you were there for me in my hard time. I'm not complaining that what you did was all wrong, but you didn't find me legible to share your pain, your thoughts that you hide this from me. Not even once you tried to tell me what's actually going inside your mind, what you are going through. No, you only encouraged me in my life. But what about you? Why answer me? No, Takashi wasn't able to face you. She was continuously looking down and sobbing. I'm sorry. Look at me, Takashi. One made her look in her eyes, but instead of talking, she hugged her. I know I did wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I only wanted you to live your life. You needed to be recovered from all you went through, and I didn't want it to disturb you. It's not like I didn't try to tell you. I did. I did many times, but then watching you grow more and more, I don't have courage of it. I knew you had supported me, whatever I say, but still, I'm sorry, Vani. What an emotional scene. I want a bestie too. He looked at Jungkook, not a blabbering rabbit. Young Jungkook called Taeyang. Yes, you also knew why you didn't told Vayan, or you should have told me. About what? You broke the hug and looked at him confused. What do you mean, Tae? But Takashi spoke. No, Vayan, he don't know about it. I should just leave this earth and shift to Mars. What are you guys talking about? Jungkook looked at Takashi for permission, and she nodded. That you are Ara's father. Now thanks I Sweden, he looked at Takashi in shock, but she didn't look at him. What? What a K-drama. Here my single from Ara's, and this shit in front of me already became a dad. Wow. Remember Tang when you went to a club in California in our starting year, and after a week when we met, you told me you went to a club but you didn't remember anything. But the only thing you remember was a woman, but you forgot her face too. Thanks, breath got heavy remembering all that. Yes, and I tried to find her, but I wasn't able to find her. Correct, and now look at this. Ryan opened an envelope and took some pictures out of it. He showed it to Taeyang and Takashi. Here are Takashi pictures from that night. These were taken out from a CCTV camera. Jungkook's man found it. Now Taeyang was sure that Takashi was the woman from that night, but he wasn't able to say anything. Just some minutes ago he was single, and suddenly hearing that he is the father already is too much for a person to digest. I will take some fresh air. He left from there and looked at Takashi with sad eyes. It's okay, he's a human and it's not easy to understand what just happened with him. What you did now helped me a lot. It's like the weight I was carrying is no more. I'm feeling very good, all thanks to you, and about from now on, I'll handle it myself. You gave her a smile, she hugged you and left. Do you guys think I also have this type of K-drama in my life too? Ryan and Chuck looked at him and laughed. She saw him standing in front of a big window. His back was all tense, that showed how confusing and difficult it was for him. His hands were inside his pants pocket, no doubt his best model of the year. She walked towards him and placed her hand on his shoulder. He turned to look at her. I don't know that this day will come like this, but thanks to Ryan and Jungkook, they somehow make it easy for me. I'm not telling you to understand me or something, but now you know whose daughter Ara is. You always wanted to know it too. I just want to say that maybe sometimes Ara needs a father love. So if you are okay with it, and even if you don't want this responsibility, it's okay. You're such a big personality and you must be busy, so it's okay, I'll go. She turned to go, but his words stopped her. You only explained yourself, what about me? Takashi faced him again. When you focus on a problem, you will have more problems, but when you focus on possibilities, you will have more opportunities. Remember, you were the one who told me this when I was new in this industry and made me realize what I was able to do, and I did it. And now you yourself are facing your back to your own advice. He tilted his head, asking her. She had confusion written on her all face. You women are difficult to understand. His word made Takashi laugh, but then, Mama, she came running with her little steps. Takashi smiled at her and picked her up. My baby missed me. Ara nodded her little head, but her gaze went to the man. Tete is here too. Ara forwarded her arm to him. He looked at Takashi. His heart was beating fast. The little girl in front of him was his own daughter. His blood tears were already built in his eyes. He got her in his arms and engulfed her little figure in his big arms. Why cry, Tete? Ara wiped his tears with her little fingers. Then softly grabbed her hand and planted a peck on it. He then pecked her cheek for it, making Ara giggle. Ara, call me Dada from now, not Tete. Takashi's eyes widened at his words, but Ara smiled. Dada, as she said, his heart skipped a beat. Oh my love, he wasn't able to control his emotions. Why are you standing there? We both belong to you. He said to her, making her blush. Yes, Mama, come to Dada and me. Takashi smiled and rocked to them, but then again took her off guards by hugging her too with Ara. How can you say that I'll not be able to take this responsibility? But it will be a blessing to me that two angels entered my life today to make me more happy. From afar, someone was looking at them with teary eyes. What an emotional scene. I'll need tissue now, he said, and someone forwarded her hand with a tissue in her hand. He looked at her with his red nose and puffy eyes. Who are you? But the girl smiled at his words. Mr. Park, you look cute like this, but you should wipe your tears before someone sees you like this. Jimin's eyes widened and he quickly cleaned his face. And I'm Lara, your new secretary. Jimin almost face-palmed. I forgot about you in all this. Sorry. It's okay, Mr. Park, we should start our work. Jimin giggled at her cheering self. She looked so excited and cute. Sure, let's go. Jungkook, where are you taking me? She asked with a blindfold under her eyes. Just here and stop. He removed ribbon from her eyes. Ryan's eyes widened. Wow, so beautiful. His arms sneak away from your vest. You turn to see him with a beautiful ring in a ring box sitting down on his one knee. Actually, I really don't know how to do it, and I also wrote a whole speech but forgot. He laughed at his cute reaction. It's okay, just say what's in your heart. He took a deep breath. Went from the start until now. I got to know that communication is a two-way street. When one person opens up and shares their experience and their thoughts, reciprocate, then another person is going to understand you more and he or she can relate to it. Be vulnerable and do your best to articulate your feelings. We should lose the pride because somewhere pride is enemy of the honest communication, and I don't want to repeat any of my past mistakes. It will be better for both of us that we should start our new life with the best memories together. So Ryan, will you marry me and make me the happiest person in the world? You're already in tears. You didn't know. He can talk this good too and make you emotional, but you nodded with tears. Yes, I will. He put ring in your fingers and picked you up. This is one of the best days of my life. Thanks for coming back in my life, my love. Thanks to you too. You leaned in and planted your lips on it. The beautiful night witnessed a very beautiful scene with twinkling stars and moonlight.